This is Wolff&Schafe podcast. My name is Magdalena Wolff, and this is Domarat, my little co-host. Meow. We have now episode 6. Oh, I had to count in my head. Right, it's episode 6, and today is Thursday, February the 17th, 18th, something around that. I'm sorry. I'm a bit confused. Okay, so thank you to everyone who decided to spend some time with me today, and to all the viewers that commented before on YouTube or sent me messages or on our new and shiny Ravelry group. If you haven't joined and you like my podcast, please feel free to join and be active there. We also have knit along going on. I will just remind you, it's Song of Ice and Fire / Game of Thrones themed knit along. You can choose any pattern connected to this TV show or books by George Martin. I have chosen Melisandre sock pattern, and the prize is my hand-dyed yarn in Melisandre colorway, and it's 80% superwash merino, 10% nylon, and 10% cashmere, and it's super soft and squishy and fiery. So we have one participant for now. Hi there, Charlene. But I'm hoping we will have more. The knit along, I set it until the end of March, so you have still plenty of time, really. And please feel free to join. What else? Well, this is all for the technicalities, I'd say. And now I really am excited to show you my FO, which is which side? Okay, it's this way. Ta-da-da! This is Wildes Meer by Kristin Lehrer from Yarngasm podcast and Woolen Vine Yarns, and it's blocked. In the last episode I had it finished, but it was not blocked. Now you can see it in its full beauty. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It blocked beautifully. It's my my hand-dyed yarn, Wolff&Schafe yarn, on Medena base, which is 100% superwash Polworth in fingering weight. Oh, maybe I will show you from the back. I am in love. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's so elegant, and it has beads, and it has these tails from mermaid tails, and the waves on the border. Can you see it? I guess. Oh camera, why don't you focus? Come on. Okay, all right. Yeah, you can see my shiny beads. I think it's just wonderful. Kristin, you have designed a beauty. It's lovely. So I'm completely delighted. And oh yes, and for blocking this, I have actually ordered wires, not special like knitting blocking wires, but I found an offer in a store that offers supplies for people who build like little ships or houses, or for, I think mostly for gaming, like Warcraft. Did I tell it right? Well, anyway, I ordered it because I already have a set of blocking wires, knitting blocking wires back home in Switzerland, and I didn't feel like buying another set, and it's not really portable, as you can imagine, because it's like 1 meter long tube. So I thought, okay, I will just find something else and cheaper, because it's not a knitting supply, it's just, for building up stuff. So yes, I found these wires, and they were half the price of normal blocking wires. And also, well, I had a tiny little problem with them. I just had to remove, there was some kind of a layer of grease, this black grease used for gears and stuff. So I just had to remove, because I took it to my hand and I'm like, whoa, my fingers are black. So I just had to, remove this, and then they worked perfectly. And as you can see, the shawl blocked awesome. And for the teeth here, I just used the T-pins that I had from back home. So yeah. Love, and it's like, oh gosh, I could wear it to a party completely. It's so elegant, and it's really the pattern is it's not that difficult, but it's also not boring at all. It keeps you occupied and interested. So and it's like gorgeous looking. So I highly recommend it. Kristin is meaning to publish the pattern at the beginning of March, so it's coming soon. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so this is my only finished object, and okay. Unfinished object, I have one to show you, because others I just didn't work on them because my husband came from Switzerland and I was pretty occupied by all that, and my son had his second birthday, so we had a party and I had to make dinner for grandparents and us, and so it was pretty busy here, so I just worked only on my Melisandre socks. But I made a progress here. Look! And it's this color here, it's not cherry, really. It's just dark red, but on the camera it looks like it's cherry somehow. It's not. I'm loving this. I'm loving working two at a time on Magic Loop on my Gu 2.25 millimeters needles on 120 centimeters cable. I really like the quality of the cable. It's very good. It's stiff enough, so it's easy to move it around like this. And so I am like on the back, it's just plain stockinette, and here I'm working the chart, the flame chart, and I have already started increasing for the heel. So I have like more stitches here. And yes, I'm happy with it. And I hope the recipient will be happy as well. I think she will be. So yes, people, if you like how it looks like, please join our knit along. And this is it for knitting today, really, because as I said, we had a busy time here. So now I could move to spinning, and I have this. I have decided to mix, like to experiment, because I was curious how it works, how it would look like. So I just I had some singles spun, and these were wait a minute. Okay, the brown is Polish colored merino. The creamy, the cru color is also some kind of Polish sheep, and the gray is Ryland. Am I saying it right? Yes, Ryland I got from the UK, from Wolff&Schafe, together with my beginner spinner set. And I think it worked pretty nice because it looks fun, and also because this Ryland fiber, it was pretty well, it was pretty rough, a bit scratchy, and adding more softer fiber made it less scratchy. So I like the effect. And yes, so I think it's around 30 grams. But I don't know for sure because my precise scales is in Switzerland. So I can tell for sure. I will weigh it when I'm back home. Oh. Right now I'm just drinking water because just before recording I just drowned myself in tea, and I thought, okay, I will just wait a little bit till I make myself a new one. So yes, I'm happy with this, and I'm not in love with plying. It takes so much time, but the effect is cool, so I think it's worth it. And I'm not yet, I don't have enough, I don't feel sure enough yet, like to make only a single yarn, because I'm afraid it will, first of all, it might be over spun, so it will be like spaghetti and rolling up on itself. And other than that, I'm still not, well, I'm a bit afraid it will just break, because I have not enough experience. So I just play safe and make doubles, and this looks pretty nice, so I'm happy. And also, because I finished this project, I started on my colored fiber from Wolff&Schafe. Ta-da! So it's, well, it's again more bluish on the camera, but really it's more purple, and this here is more saturated yellow, a bit of green, and I have just this much right now. What's here? Ooh, some fluff. So yeah, I have just started, and it spins really nice, and I'm still loving my Folk Tales PL spindle. Gosh, I can't talk today. Yes, so this is pretty much it for spinning. Oh no, not all. I actually forgot to show you when I was showing my Hilltop Cloud spindle and fiber. I forgot I got a little bonus, and it says hand-dyed silk brick. And I believe it's just pure silk in here, and I'm not sure whether I could spin just pure silk right now, because it's pretty slippery and I'm not experienced enough. Do you think I could add it to something, like, for example, to this? This is English wool blend. So maybe I could just, for a bit, I could add this because I'm curious how it works. So if you have any suggestions, please share. I would be grateful. So now dyeing. I was talking last week about my yak skein in DK weight, how I decided to over dye it because even though it was depigmented, so it was suitable for regular dyeing, it was still a bit grayish. So when I dyed it with like subtle colors, it turned out not really nice because it was subtle colors with gray to it, and it just looked dusty. So I over dyed it, and it looks like this. It's much more purple than it looks here. It looks blue on the camera, but it's not. It's really saturated purples. And it's, well, I'm still debating whether to add the yak to my store. I think I will just have to knit with it and see how it looks like. I'm thinking a hat maybe for my sister or maybe for myself, because I'm totally loving this color. I love this color. So, excuse me. So I will just see how it works in a project. And I call this color, it will be one of a kind, clearly, because I won't repeat this process of dyeing again, surely. Grape hyacinth, I think it's called in English. In Polish, there are these are those little flowers that like they have like triangle shaped flower part with little grapey flowers on it, and they are very cute and beautiful. I really like them. In Polish, they're called sapphires because of their color. So they're sometimes more bluish, sometimes more purplish, but so that's why I call this grape hyacinth. And I have also a new colorway, and I called it honey. It's I'm very happy with it. It's not variegated yarn. It's like semi-solid, and it has a really warm honey glow. It's just gold, and it reminded me of honey. So, and it's on my Belladonna base, which is 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon, just like Melisandre here. And it's 350 meters, which is around 383 yards per 100 grams. So yes, I think I will be repeating this colorway because it's so, when I look at it, it just warms my heart. It just so, yeah, smells of honey, and I expect bees to come flying here. So yes, this is this for dyeing, and I have also something new in my shop. I mean, I just started making stuff. Oops. So I decided to try my hand at stitch markers. Yay! And here I have a cute fish. Oh, come on, camera. Work with me. Work with me. It's really annoying, you know. Camera, please. Maybe it's because the fish is moving on its... Annoying. Okay, now you're not moving. Yay! And I have this cute bead because when I was working with Meer by Kristin, I bought some beads and then I really liked them. They are so pretty. They're glass beads, and I decided to buy some more in different colors, and then some charms and rings for making stitch markers. So I bought a couple. In this online store they had various charms, but most of them were too large for stitch markers. They are for making jewelry, so yeah, I just had to pick only those that would have the right size. This is the largest one I got, and I totally love it. It's Aladdin's lamp, and I chose the beads in African sunset or something. It's this hey, hello, focus on me. Hello. Okay. It has this like desert feel to it, so I thought it would fit. And like to match these, I also made some like simple circle markers. Just, you know, a ring with a bead. And okay, I also have, come on, I also have a soccer ball, because we in Poland love soccer. It doesn't mean we rock at soccer, but it's like the most popular sport here ever. So yes, so I have my soccer ball, and I think this is totally cute and totally me because it's a teacup. It's a teacup. Oh, come on, teacup. It's a fat, lovely teacup with a nice pink bead here. And the last one, is it the last one? I think so. So the last one is totally cool. It's totally cool. It's a pirate skull! Yay! With like dark, these beads, these are all Toho beads, Japanese beads, and these are, how you call this, like they have some kind of a surface on them that changes color. Like it's not one color, it's definitely dark, but it has like purples and greens on it, and it's, well, I think it's very pretty. So I have my stitch markers, and I think I will be using these. I like have these rings. I like that they are simple. Oh, come on, camera, please focus. No, I won't. Well, anyway, I like that they are pretty simple, just a ring with a bead. And I hope people will like them. And we will see. Maybe I will find some like different shapes for the charms as well. So I also wanted, because I'm watching a lot of podcasts, but recently I am not, because I got into watching let's plays of some old games, and I just turn it on YouTube and then knit along with let's play games. And also just recently one of my like favorite games ever. They published a third volume, like third part of the game, and I'm totally in love. And I just, when I learned that it appeared, I instantly bought it. It's like I bought it for my smartphone. It was like $5 something, and I bought it and I didn't play it because I was like, once I start playing, I won't be able to stop. I will be totally addicted, and I was right. So that's also why I did not knit on other projects, because I was like, and the game, I highly recommend it to all who like games that require your brain to work. It's called The Room, and all three parts are excellent. Really, really awesome. So I played like from the first one, then the second one, and now the third one appeared. They are all brilliant and beautiful and so steampunk. Woo! There are practically no people there. There are just like things in the room, but you cannot imagine how obsessed with this game you can get. It's really awesome and brilliant, and the design of it, oh my god, it's lovely, it's beautiful. So I have not finished the Room 3 yet, because there you can get different endings actually, because in the first two parts it's just one ending. But there you can have different endings, so I finished it with the first ending, and now I'm working my way to a second ending, and we will see how it works. So if you are a gamer and you like playing on your smartphone or iPad, I highly recommend it. And as we are talking about games, just before I left Switzerland, I mean, just before I came here to Poland, my husband bought a new graphics card. And he's not very much into RPG games, but he wanted a game on which he could test the graphics card. And I was actually on a knitting meetup, and I got a message from here. When you come back home, you will find Witcher 3 installed on our computer. And I totally, because I love RPG and I love The Witcher. If you're not familiar with it, it's a game based on fantasy novels by a Polish author, Andrzej Sapkowski. It's a trilogy, and just like last year, the third part appeared. It's awesome. And I was also like, okay, I'm leaving in 2 days. I won't start playing it because I will get into the game and I will crave more, and I won't be able to because the game will be in Switzerland and I will be in Poland. So I just didn't. I just looked a bit how it works, and just the beginning, and then because my husband stayed in Switzerland, that's where he works, and I came here, and then he told me, you know what, I'm playing The Witcher. I'm totally addicted. I can stop. Because it's so awesome. It's a beautiful game. It's dark. It's a dark world, of course, and there are many it's totally 18 plus years, not for children, because it has a lot of adult content. But what I love about it, it's that it is really faithful to the books. because we had an attempt here in Poland on making a TV show. There was a TV show, I think around 13 episodes, and it was total crap. It was just crappy, and the fans were furious. They were completely furious, and oh my goodness. I don't want anyone who now who loves the game, like from foreign countries. I don't want them to ever see that TV show. It's just yeah, it was really not good, because the people who made it just didn't pay attention to the books. It's actually suspected that they didn't read them at all. There was a comic book based on the Witcher books, and probably they only read the comic books, which are, as you can imagine, not really faithful. They are just picked some things from here and there, and voila, there's a comic book. So and there, in the TV show, there was no the humor I loved so much about the books, because, as I said, there is war, there is a lot of sad things going on and brutal, but always there was the humor there, and I loved it. And in the TV show, everything is like, I'm the Witcher. And in the game, oh, the game. In the game, you can totally see the humor. Of course, Polish language version is the best, because there are some jokes you simply cannot translate. But I think the English version is also very, very good. So if you like RPG and you haven't heard of the Witcher games, I highly recommend it. There are 3 parts now. It's complete. The music is beautiful, and the newest games, graphics, oh my god. As I said, I only saw a little bit, but those sunsets, those like mountains and rivers, everything, oh goodness, it's just so beautiful. And I'm loving it that they pay so much attention to all those little details from the books, and they also creatively like explore them. They start from the fateful point, and then they add like their own ideas, and it's awesome. It's awesome. I recommend it, and it's a Polish game. Yay! So I'm sorry if you're totally not interested in computer games. That was a pretty long rant about them. Maybe I should put a warning in the episode. So yes, that's what was occupying me, and probably when I go back to Switzerland, I will start playing the 3rd part. What is fun and annoying about the Witcher game is that, well, according to your choices during the gameplay, you have different endings and developments, and if you have saves from the game and you upload them to the next part of the game, you can have like those developments, your choices have effect on the 2nd and 3rd part. But it was always like I played the previous part on a different computer, and I didn't know where my saves were, and because each new game required better equipment, like graphics card or even computer, so I never had them in one place, so I just always started from default. But even then, it's awesome. Play it. And that is all, folks, for today. Thank you for watching, and I will just show off my shawl again because it's awesome. Oh, I didn't mention it's in my Vodnik colorway. Vodnik is a water sprite from Slavic mythology, so I think it fits pretty well with the wild sea pattern, and I'm completely overjoyed about how it turned out. Really. We are. And okay, so again, thanks for watching. Happy knitting, and I'll see you next time. Wow. Bye.